written a love poem in 3 years, which means I haven't written about you in 3 years. To the storyteller that I didn't love enough when I had the chance and who will likely never love me again, I'm glad I bumped into you today. I was beginning to forget what your irises looked like, so I'm glad that they made me stutter again. I'm glad that the hairs on our forearms kissed because I don't think that our lips will ever meet again. I'm glad we have an understanding now, that things are easier now, that things heal with time. That we let time crawl its way into the space between us until we no longer remember what it was like to touch. But bumping into today was like nothing I felt in weeks. It was like nothing I thought about feeling in weeks, and it made me weaker than I thought it could. This poem is for anyone here who has ever wanted someone back, even just for a moment. Haven't we all? I refer to him as a storyteller because he was always telling me stories about his friends, and about his family, and about the random things that would happen to him during the day. He still tells stories, but now they are told to ears that are not my own. Stories I assume I have been erased from. This is for anyone here who's ever been replaced, who's ever replaced someone, who's ever wanted someone back but didn't have the chance to talk to them again. Haven't we all? To the grandparent you wish you said I loved you to one last time. To the friend you grew apart from and no longer speak to the girl who stole and broke your heart in high school, or to the boy who now tells stories to someone else. This is for anyone here who's ever bit their tongue, held back, and may not ever get the chance to say the words they wanted to say in the first place. He and I are so alike. But like particles can only get so close before they start to repel each other, so we push each other into the arms of other lovers. He has dated other people, but there are times when I still want him. I have dated other people, but there are times when I still want him. This is for anyone who's ever wanted someone back, who's ever been let go of, who's ever had something and not appreciated, who's ever been unappreciated, who's ever wanted something they couldn't have. This one's for us. This is for the realists and the dreamers alike. I'm more of a realist these days. I now know that it's sometimes easier to build walls up than to break them down, that time makes things easier, that distance makes things easier, that some things are better left in the past. But bumping into today reminded me of our story. I am a storyteller too. And I will stand here telling parts of our story to ears that are not your own. I'm not trying to rewrite our ending or alter the facts of our tale. I am more of a realist now. I know that like particles can only get so close before they start to repel each other. We repelled for a reason. We put space between us for a reason. I know that. But bumping into today was like nothing I felt in weeks. I am more of a realist now. But I will always have streaks of dreamer in me. This poem is for everyone in this room. For the guy in the blue shirt. For all the people standing by the doorway. For the girl behind the bar. This poem is for anyone here who has ever bumped into someone and said, "What if?" And really, haven't we all? Thank you.